My wife cheated on me with my best friend, and now she wants me to apologize. So, my wife cheated on me with my best friend. And somehow, in this upside down reality I live in, she thinks I'm the one who owes her an apology. I know that sounds insane, but let me back up. I've been married to my wife, Emily, for 6 years. We met in college, dated for a few years, and got married young when we were both 24. I thought she was my soulmate. She was funny, beautiful, and supportive. Or so I thought. My best friend, Ryan, has been in my life since high school. We played on the same soccer team, stayed close through college, and even after graduating, we'd hang out at least once a week. He was like a brother to me. When Emily and I got married, Ryan was my best man. He gave this speech at our wedding about how he'd never seen me so happy and how Emily was the perfect match for me. Looking back, that speech feels like a sick joke. For the first few years, everything seemed fine. Emily and Ryan got along well, but I didn't think much of it. I wanted my wife and best friend to be close. It just made life easier. But about a year ago, I started noticing little things. Emily would laugh a little too hard at Ryan's jokes. Ryan started showing up at our place when I wasn't around, saying things like, "Oh, I just dropped by to see if you needed help with the yard." Emily suddenly had a new interest in craft beer, the same hobby Ryan was obsessed with. I ignored it. I told myself I was paranoid. Fast forward to 3 months ago. I come home early from work because a meeting was canceled. I open the door, and the first thing I notice is Emily's car in the driveway and Ryan's truck parked a little down the street. My stomach sank. When I walked inside, the house was quiet, too quiet. I called out her name, no answer. I went upstairs, and there it was, my wife in our bed with Ryan. I can't even describe what that moment felt like. My legs went numb, my chest felt like it collapsed. I just froze. Emily screamed when she saw me. Ryan jumped up, scrambling for his clothes, mumbling something about how it just happened. I didn't even yell. I just walked out. The next few days were hell. Emily tried to call me nonstop. Ryan texted me paragraph-long apologies saying he didn't mean to hurt me and that it was just a mistake. When Emily finally got me to sit down and talk, do you know what she said? She told me I was emotionally neglectful, that I worked too much, that Ryan understood her in a way I didn't. I was floored. I asked her, "So your solution to that was to sleep with my best friend?" And she actually had the nerve to say, "If you had paid more attention to me, I wouldn't have looked elsewhere." The craziest part? A week later, she flipped the script entirely. She said I overreacted, it was just one time, and that if I truly loved her, I'd forgive her. When I refused, she burst into tears and said, "You're gonna throw away 6 years of marriage over one mistake?" Ryan, meanwhile, kept texting me apologies, but then I found out through a mutual friend that it wasn't just once. They'd been sneaking around for almost 6 months. 6 months! My entire marriage was a lie, and my so-called best friend was in on it. I decided to confront them both together. I invited them to meet me at a coffee shop. They showed up looking nervous, and before they could say anything, I laid it out. I know it wasn't just once. I know you've been seeing each other for months. Don't bother lying. Emily started crying. Ryan put his head in his hands. Neither of them denied it. And then, this is the part that still makes my blood boil. Emily says, "If you had been a better husband, I wouldn't have needed to find comfort elsewhere." Ryan chimes in with, "Man, it just happened. We didn't mean for it to, but we caught feelings. You can't control that." I looked them both in the eye and said, "You're right. You can't control who you catch feelings for, but you can control whether you betray the people closest to you. And both of you made your choice." Then I walked out. That was 2 months ago. I filed for divorce. Emily begged me to reconsider, saying she made a mistake and that she still loves me. Ryan, he's dead to me. I blocked him on everything. But here's the kicker. My parents found out and told me to be the bigger person. They actually suggested that I try counseling with Emily because marriage is about forgiveness. Forgiveness? For 6 months of lies and betrayal? And now the wildest part. Last week, Emily showed up at my door with flowers. She said she wants me to apologize. Apologize? Because according to her, I should have been more supportive and emotionally available. I laughed in her face. I told her the only thing I regret is wasting 6 years of my life on her. So, here I am, divorcing the woman I thought was my soulmate, cutting off my best friend of over a decade, and apparently being labeled the bad guy in my own family for refusing to forgive. Do I feel broken? Absolutely. Do I feel betrayed? More than I can describe. But one thing's for sure. When someone shows you who they really are, believe them. And Emily? She showed me everything I needed to see.